What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're just gonna have a little bit of fun here with a Madden 21 fantasy draft rebuild with the challenge, with the idea of making the heaviest team that we can make.
Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't get on the roof.
Now, it's not making the heaviest team possible, because then why would I really bother doing a draft? I would just build a roster offline, make all the heavy players in one team, and see what happens. This year, I kind of wanted to be competitive, and I guess when all is said and done, we definitely, if you took the average weight of everyone on our team, we would have the heaviest team in the NFL. So let's see if a team of thick boys can come together and win a Super Bowl. So what I did to make it make sense so that I can actually draft a competitive team is I kind of looked at like what the average weight of an NFL player is at their position. I kind of was like, all right, if they're above this, they're pretty heavy. So for like quarterbacks, over 230 pounds. We got 225 for running backs, 215 for wide receivers, 250 for tight ends, 320 for linemen. Things could get a little bit difficult for the center because centers generally are a little bit smaller. Over 300 pounds for D ends, 320 for D tackles. So we're probably going to be running a base 3-4 defense. Over 250 pounds for linebacker, 200 pounds for corner, 210 for safety. So when all is said and done, we're going to have a team of thick boys for their respective positions. I'm looking at like Derrick Henry at running back. Gonna probably want to try to find a way to get like Mike Evans and DK Metcalf at wide receiver. Our team is going to be freaking jacked, baby, and we're going to find a way to win the Super Bowl. So we just did the Browns. I don't know why, but let's get into the draft of thick boys. So the first round is actually not the running back. I thought, honestly, we wouldn't pick at 28. We'd have our choice of either Saquon or Derrick Henry, but the last of the true power backs that meet our threshold, we will get Nick Chubb, almost 230 pounds. One of the bigger backs, one of the bigger starting backs in the NFL. Number 10 in true value, 93 superstar X Factor, staying right here on the Cleveland Browns. Gonna follow it up with probably the most jacked wide receiver in the NFL, DK Metcalf. Welcome to the squad. We'll grab our quarterback here. Actually was kind of planning on getting Josh Allen. Obviously, he's before we went. So looking at the big quarterbacks, it's really down to Ben Roethlisberger or Carson Wentz. And Wentz is younger with that superstar dev trait. So Carson Wentz, with injuries turned off, hopefully will be our franchise quarterback for the franchise that essentially said we don't want Wentz and traded the pick to Philly anyways. All right, so if we're committed to going to a 3-4, while, on the other side, we still have Von Miller on the board, the veterans of the group, we kind of need to get some youth here. So the linebacker's going to be over 250. So we're going to start by getting in Bradley Chubb, 84 star dev, only 24, so there's a lot of upside in case this isn't a short rebuild, and it goes the distance. So it's a great piece to start our 3-4 defense. All right, we'll grab the best nose. I actually think he might be the best nose tackle in football. We'll get Vita Vea from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, well over the 320-pound threshold that we set for our nose tackle spot. Figure let's pair DK Metcalf with his college wide receiver teammate AJ Brown, who also, much like DK, thick boy, 226. 226. All right, I want to continue to keep building this front three. We're going to draft John Allen. We're going to move him to defensive end in our scheme so he meets the 300-pound threshold. This is going to be a scary front three when I'm done with it. We're going to go back to football team defensive lineman. We're going to get Deron Payne to be our other defensive end. So that front three is Vita Vea in the middle with Deron Payne and John Allen on either side. We're going to give up 8 rushing yards a game. And our final pick, before we just get out and finish the rest of the team, we're going to go with tight end. We're going to TJ Hawkinson, who breaks the tight end pound threshold by 1 pound, 251, only 23 years old. Should definitely continue to grow and develop. Hopefully, we can get a dev trait along the way. So the draft has concluded. Let's meet our team, and pretty damn good team. 83 overall, 85 offense, 81 defense. Offensive line, the big hogs. We got Cam Robinson. Actually, it's probably easier to look so you can see the weights. Just see the sheer mass of this roster we've accumulated. So we got Wentz, 245 as our starter. Jackson behind him there. We got Chubb, A.J. Dillon, the rookie out of Green Bay, almost 250. Fullback, we have almost a 300-pounder from Baltimore, Patrick Reichard. Two-way player, plays a little D tackle. Metcalf, A.J. Brown. After that, we got Josh Gordon, James Washington, and Fulham. Tight end, we got Hawkinson, Albert O, and Heuerman. On the offensive line, Cam Robinson, 320. Batonio, 320. Posich, 320. Brooks, 335. And I'm actually going with Titus Howard as our starting right tackle. He has, he's younger than thicc. He has the dev trait with a star, and he's well over 320. Defensively, so we have Deron Payne and John Allen at defensive end, with Vita Vea being a D-tackle. I think that's going to be a really, really good 3-4, even though I've never really had great 3-4 success in the Madden. Instead, we have Rashawn Gary, one of our outside linebackers, 270. Inside, we have Jawan Bentley and Jelani Tavai, 260 and 250 respectively. And then a right outside linebacker, obviously we saw the selection of Bradley Chubb. In the secondary, we have Quentin Dunbar, who's over 200 pounds. Rasul Douglas, who's over 200 pounds. Ojemudia, who just broke the threshold. Then we got 203 for Sims, 210 for Lewis Marshall. Free safety, we have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, 210. And at strong safety, Keanu Neal at 216. Plus, we got Brick Shithouse Santoso, 260 for a kicker. And Thomas Morstead, 235 for the punter. So without a shadow of a doubt, the heaviest team walking off the bus on Sundays is the Cleveland Browns. And I'm going to show you that even though our food budget might have gone through the roof, we're going to be able to translate that on the field into some success and hopefully a Super Bowl within the next 5 years. So that being said, let's get into year one. And at the end of year one, not necessarily the way I thought the season was going to go, but I don't really have, what was my expectations? Were we going to be good? Were we going to be bad? 7-9, last in the division. I didn't think we were going to be last in the division. But, okay, whatever. Get a true read for it. And I will apply the same weight threshold to the draft. We have to draft the big boys, the thick boys, the hog mollies in the draft. Look at it, Wentz played pretty well. What was he? 4th in yards, 11th in touchdowns, so he's not going to get himself a dev trait. It's a little annoying, but he played well. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. We got 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns for Chubb, 7 for Dillon. Wentz also had 200 yards and another touchdown there. Receiving, I'll do it over 100 yards a game. What could have been if Philly just drafted DK Metcalf? That's one of the more insane seasons I've seen. 91 catches, 1,700 yards, 15 touchdowns. We got 11 and 10 for A.J. Brown, 7 and 4 Hawkinson, 5 and 2 here for Josh Gordon. So a really prolific passing attack with also a legit rusher. Like, this is unreal. We must have like a top 5 offense. Defensively, Bentley and Tavai both went over 100 tackles. We got 9.5 sacks, John Allen. Sacks, again, it's 3-4, kind of sucks. 5 picks, Quentin Dunbar. Yes, sir. Take that. And all in all, Gary didn't have a bad year for an outside linebacker. 60 tackles, 9 TFLs, 3 sacks, 2 picks. I will take that. Second offense, number 2 offense is not bad. Even though we were 7-9, the defense needs to do better. MVP went to Aaron Rodgers. Carson Wentz coming in at number 3. In the AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Rodgers. Wentz runner-up at number 2. Defensive Player of the Year went to Von Miller. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Jordan Love. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to not our guy, Ojemudia, coming in at number 4. Quarterback went to Rodgers with Wentz at 4. For running back, Derrick Henry with Chubb at 4. Best wide receiver went to DK Metcalf. Yes, sir. A.J. Brown making the list as well at number 7. For best lineman, Brandon Brooks at 6. D lineman, don't forget to have anything there. Best linebacker, probably won't have anything there. Best DB, Quentin Dunbar at number 4. What our thick boy kicker? He didn't make it. Santoso struggled a little bit this year, but at least the Wentz Metcalf, A.J. Brown connects. Everything seems to be good from the skill position standpoint. Everything else needs to be better. Let's get into the offseason. And at the end of the year, the big award winner, DK Metcalf, went up dev trade. He's now a superstar dev trade after going and getting wide receiver of the year. The connection with Carson Wentz is pretty insane. I don't think we had any other dev trades happen on the offense. Metcalf went up. That's it. Defensively, wow, Rashawn Gary, our outside linebacker, didn't automatically go up. That's a little bit annoying. But we did have Jawan Bentley go up to a star dev. So 2 dev trades to be had in year 1. It can only go up, right? All right, so we usually do kind of show the draft picks, but it was pretty much, there was no what ifs or decision making. I just went with the heaviest player that was on my board. So it was literally copy and paste from how it went. And I got a 76 corner, 207 out of USC. Almost a scheme fit. Actually looks pretty damn solid, to be honest with you. And the second round, we got Josh Hughes, a strong safety that could flex to linebacker if we wanted to, just sub from sub packages and stuff like that. 225, huge. Like one of the heavier players I've seen at the strong safety spot. He looks really good. We got a 72 D tackle that we're going to move to DN. See what his rating shifts up to. I mean, this is going to be one of the easier spots and aspects of this challenge of this draft. That we're always going to be able to get D tackles, slide him into D end as we see fit. I got another one here. Turner, make him a left end. Just add some depth there. Obviously, I don't foresee much happening on that D-line. I think that should be it's a young enough D-line, Jerron Payne, John Allen, Vita Vea, that we're not going to need, a crazy amount of depth, but to pad my stats, if you will, we can keep Bali here actually at nose tackle. Pad my stats a little bit. It helps. I actually this guy here was a blind pick. He was just a heavy running back that was still there the 7th round. Tim Henry at Oregon, 230. Actually looks fairly solid, 6'8 overall. Good acceleration, good trucking. Nice power back to complement what we already have in this backfield. So it's a solid draft. No dev traits to write home about. But we got a guy, Kyle Valentine, might actually start at corner. We might have a sub linebacker. All right, a nice surprise. Week 2 of year 2, Rasul Douglas just going up a dev trait. Cool. And at the end of year 2, round of hot readies on everybody here. We made the playoffs. 9-7, winning the AFC North. A very competitive AFC North by 1 victory. That is very, very competitive. And I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. We had the dev trait scenario 1 successful in the regular season. That was for Rasul Douglas, who's now actually our top man at corner. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Looking at the stats, I feel like DK probably had another big year. I think he got Offensive Player of the Week twice. Carson Wentz, a little bit of a drop out there. Not as many yards. 3,800 yards, 31 touchdowns, 15 picks. It's a little bit high. So he regressed just a little bit, even though the team success was better. Chubb, we ran the ball. We ran the ball very well. 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns for Chubb, 5-11 for Dylan. Might need to re-sign Dylan. DK, 11-13. He is an absolute god in Madden 21. Only 1 touchdown for A.J. Brown's a little disappointing. 6-6 for Gordon, 6-5 for Hawkinson. I assume Gordon probably found his way as a slot wide receiver on the depth chart, even though I want A.J. Brown there, because Madden has a mind of its own. Divided the team in tackles with 107. Ken O'Neill over 100 tackles. We got 11 sacks from Bradley Chubb. Impressive. 4 picks. Rasul Douglas. Impressive. To go along with the depth trait, we were a top 10 offense and defensively. Well, we were 30th last year, and now we're 14th, so taking major strides on the defensive side of the ball. MVP went to Aaron Rodgers yet again. I think that's back-to-back. Offensive Player of the Years. Let's see what we got. Carson Wentz at number 10. Defensive Player of the Year. Nothing. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Didn't really use any of our rookies. Hughes, the safety that we got in the 3rd round, number 2. For quarterback, nothing. Running back, Chubb at number 4. Yet again, I think that's back-to-back years. For wide receiver, DK falling to number 3. Best lineman, Brandon Brooks at 4. Best D lineman, nothing. Best linebacker, Chubb at 6. Best DB, Rasul Douglas at 3. An Eagles fan to me. I don't think I'd ever see that. We got a new kicker, I guess. The computer just making moves on their own. Raw Wasser actually fits the weight bill, though. He's over 230 for kicker, even though there isn't one there. So we made the playoffs. That's actually pretty awesome. Let's hop in and take on the 2-time MVP, Aaron Rodgers. All right. Stefanski told everyone they win this game. We're going to Dairy Queen after. So this is going to be a very motivated squad. The first half, that much improved defense doing a great job containing the 2-time MVP Aaron Rodgers. But we need more points. First one to get a touchdown usually wins these scenarios. We did. Touchdown and a field goal to enter halftime, up 10, 13-3. But that's still not much of a lead, especially with Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball. So let's just keep stacking it. 4th quarter, up 17. Up 17. We do not blow a 17-point lead. No, we do not. We're not the Atlanta Falcons. We're not Texas. Things like the Longhorns blows a lot of leads in college. Either way, we won the first round. Wentz outduels the best player in this sim with only 1 catch to DK Metcalf. Jets did an outstanding job trying to contain him, but too little, too late. Wentz was too good on the day, and the Browns are moving on. Divisional round. Battle 9-7 yet again. They got the Jags. We did actually take a preview of the Jets roster. Maybe that was what helped us win. They got Chase Young, Marlon Humphrey, Grady Jarrett. So more of a strong, that is a terrible Photoshop. More of a stronger defense than offense, we can be led to believe. So, yeah. It's going to be a tough sailing for Carson Wentz and company. Hopefully he can carry us yet again. All right, Stefanski said if we win this game, it's Whoppers on him. Team Whoppers. That's cover like 10 grand. That's a $10,000 Burger King bill. So I think he's confident in his guys that it's going to be well worth the investment of Whoppers to find a way to win and go to the AFC Championship game. Right now, this team's looking outstanding. 27-3. The Jags just aren't built differently like we are. There's still a chance we could choke it away, though. No, it's not. It's over. 34 points. That is the magic number here today, especially looking at this Jags offense. Knowing that they're a team that tries to win with their defense, we almost dropped a 40 bomb on them. Marone can't believe it. Carson Wentz was solid. Actually, no home run performances from really anybody. No one over 100 yards. Chubb under 100 yards. But it was a collective team performance, and we're going to the AFC Championship game. 11-5 Dolphins. Let's see what they're looking like. Who do they have on their roster? They're 87. Oh, they look pretty good. Russell Wilson, Zeke Elliott on the offense side. They got Jeff Okudah shutting things down on the defense. It's going to be a hell of a battle. Okudah against DK Metcalf. But I trust our squad. Really, really much so. Because Coach Stefanski said, we win this game. Five guys. Everyone knows Five Guys cost like $30 for a burger. Five guys for everyone. It's literally going to cost $2.3 million to get Five Guys for this entire team if they win. But it'll be worth it because we'll be going to the Super Bowl. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go, thick boys. They ain't built like us. Russell Wilson and company ain't built like us. And they kick a field goal on the opening drive. Things are looking a little troublesome for our team. Maybe I dare come in and throw a bomb to A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf. 3rd and 11. They're needing some help. Run straight, DK. Run straight, and I'll close my eyes and hold X. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a chance. There's a chance, and he comes down with it because he has, I think, 98 speed at this point. Like, it's almost like every other skill point I spent for DK, he's getting +1 speed because Madden wants him to be great. Madden wants him to be a god. Madden wants this team to get Five Guys burger and fries. All right, kick the field goal. Get an instant touchdown to open up the second half. 17-17. Now, I will say, I'm not overly confident in this squad right now. I'm being dead ass honest with you. But what I am is that if you're only giving me one guy press coverage on DK, I'm taking that shot. Look, he beat him right at the line. Maybe I could have waited longer for... Stay in bounds! I mean, DK, I think he's 95, 96. He's unstoppable. Like, again, pretty much if you're on the channel and you got to relate unstoppability-ness, it'd be, you know, pretty much everyone will compare to Antonio Brown, the Raiders franchise from Madden 20. And DK Metcalf is getting on that level. So we're looking good here, man. We're trading. Neither team's scoring. It's taking a long time off the clock. Is exactly what we need. And there's that $2.2 million five-guy budget because we're going to the Super Bowl. DK Metcalf had our big bomb, and that's still had a nice day, over 100 yards. Carson Wentz struggled, but so did Russell Wilson. This kudos on our defense. You hold Russell Wilson to pretty much 50% completion percentage. You're all getting an extra side of fries and an upsize in the pop at Five Guys because we're going to Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl has been set. Our bellies are full, and we're getting ready to take on the 10-6 football team. They got Jalen Ramsey as their X Factor. Kenny Clark, Eric Armstead, Agnew. So they're good on special teams. They're good on defense. Offensively, I don't think they're scaring our defense. I do not think they're scaring. If we win the Super Bowl, we're going to go to Disneyland because that's what you're supposed to say. But we're also going to find a way to deep fry all of Disneyland, and we're going to eat the rides.
And after it's all said and done, you're gonna be taking splinters out of your fat asses all night long because you got some fat asses. The only chance you have no chance, but you had a chance, is that you can run lickety split. Because you can't run because you got some fat asses.
Super Bowl is here. Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Team Thick versus a team that does not have a name. And on the opening drive, they try to hold us to a field goal. We say, we got them bag fries. We got that extra fuel for our bodies from Five Guys. We're ready. And this is looking like one hell of a Super Bowl. And I might have to come in the fourth. If this becomes a little bit of a rout, which, I mean, why am I saying that right now? It's tied at halftime. Everything to play for in the second half. Wouldn't mind getting one bomb to DK if we can. This is looking not what we want to go for. Oh, instant touchdown. Let's come in here. Let's throw a bomb to DK. If we can get it, which, I mean, we're 2 for 2. Might be tough on this one. Offensive line needs to hold up. Pretty much need press man. Let's go to Brown. Smooth the chains. If you're not going to give me press man, I'm not going to take that shot. Wentz not having a particularly great Super Bowl here. Maybe even though we're not in that same world, there's some whispers about Nick Foles and Super Bowl and stuff. Okay, still not getting the looks that we want for DK, but that's still not bad if he could split the corner and the safety there. Which... he can! Oh, yes. DK, why are they not putting Jalen Ramsey on him? All right, Jalen Ramsey bottling up our wide receiver 2 and A.J. Brown. I'm fine. Why did we go right back to the same play? Let's get Chubb here. This will be my one drive. If I can find a way to score on this drive, the sim needs to win it. All right, you know what? I don't want to chew too much clock up either because I feel like the sim could get like an instant touchdown. And so let's see if we can score before the 2-minute warning. And then, oh, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon, wide open. All right, everyone's taking the attention to DK Metcalf, and they put Jalen Ramsey on A.J. Brown. We still got Josh Gordon on the team. 225 pounds. Also a thick boy. And we get the 4th down stop. It's over. We're deep frying Disneyland, baby. Round up Mickey Mouse. Get Pluto. They're getting in the fryer, and Vita Vea's eating them, okay? Vita Vea is going to eat all of the Disney characters once they've been deep fried because we're going to Disney World. Outstanding. Man. Now that I'm kind of coming back down to earth here, what if Carson Wentz actually had DK Metcalf? I make tweets about that. So I honestly think about that bi-weekly. What if Philadelphia drafted DK Metcalf and not JJ Arcega-Whiteside? It's honestly a depressing amount. Like, my life would be better if that situation never happened. Like, my health, my mental health would honestly be better if DK Metcalf was a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. And this video just kind of rubs salt in the wounds just a little bit because DK Metcalf was outstanding in the sim. Outstanding when we were able to come and play. Kudos to Josh Gordon getting the game-winning touchdown there. And there you go. Redemption story. Josh Gordon in the heaviest player Madden 21 Fantasy Draft Rebuild Challenge. Josh Gordon had a little bit of a career revival. Able to get his head down, the new CBA. Able to smoke as much weed as he wants. Gets those late-night munchies. Can get the spicy nuggets from McDonald's as much as he wants because that's what we encourage on the team. We want to bulk. We want to accumulate mass. We want to cultivate that mass. And it all came through with a Super Bowl victory. So, that being said, fellas, keep on suggesting different ideas and suggestions for the fantasy draft rebuilds in the comment section below. Every time there's a good one, it makes the list, and it might become a video someday. So thank you guys for the love and support. Tomorrow is the new Madden franchise update, so maybe you'll see a new franchise pop up. Hopefully it comes out sooner than later so I can actually download it and play it. It's Remembrance Day here in Canada, so lest we forget, if any of you guys out there that are watching, serve anywhere, because is it your guys' thing in America too? Either way, I appreciate it. I respect the hell out of everyone that does serve my country and your country. It's selfless. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, hopefully with our Eagles franchise. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.